Welcome to Drumming with Brett. I'm your host, Brett. Today we're going to talk about some of the gear I use with Divinity and some of the techniques that I use to make Divinity sound as super as they can. Let's find out. Okay, gear. The drums I use for the most part are Tamistar Classic Bubingas, which I bought a couple years ago because they sound amazing. I tried out a few different kits when I was looking for a new kit, and these things just beat everything. They definitely cost a lot more than I wanted to spend, but credit, right? Cymbals wise, mostly Sabians. They've been really good to me over the past few years. I get a 0% endorsement, which is good, so I pay full price. I do everything kind of ambidextrous. I saw Mike Mangini in a drum clinic a few years ago doing everything left-handed, right-handed, and it blew me away, and I really wanted to incorporate that kind of style into Divinity's music. So I've arranged my kit kind of like that, and it's really helped me improve my left side, which is, a lot of drummers are really good on the right hand, not on the left hand. So in terms of blasting, in terms of just doing like left hand accents and whatnot, it's really helped out a lot. 4 chinas and 4 crashes, 2 rides, 2 hats, 3 splashes, bells, all this shit everywhere. I do use all of it. Moving on. Triggers on the kick drums. In death metal, you pretty much have to have trigger kick drums if you want to be heard. Sound guys, for the most part, can't really do a good mix because, well, they're not really trained. And playing clubs, the guys are drunk half the time, so you really have to just give them the easiest thing possible. Plug in, sound good, go. And for doing festival bass, you pretty much have to have it anyway. So that I use everything mic'd now in the studio, like when we jam, because of just being able to hear everything properly. It's definitely makes a difference in terms of how hard you play and everything, and you can relax and play properly. So that's definitely been a help in the last year or so. Axis pedals. Pedals I use are Axis longboards. I've done a lot of double bass in the last record, and a lot of it's been pretty quick. So anything over like 180 to 200 kind of thing, I'll use double strokes instead of singles. I just find it's a lot more helpful when doing the fast stuff. It just seems to be easier for me to do it, and they just make me go super fast, and it's nice. 2 hi-hat cables. I use both of them at jams sometimes, but doing live I just keep this closed just because I don't use it very much. Just kind of when I'm jamming and trying to learn new stuff. Sticks I use, Vic Firth SD1 General. Why? I don't know. One thing that makes us different from other bands is that we use a click track live and have for about 2 years or so. It really makes us different because most drummers don't have very good timing, and I like timing, and I like to be on time, not something like that. What we have is this big box here. It is something that we take on the road all the time, and it's heavy and hurts my back, but it's got an ADAT that we use to we have all our clicks and all the keyboards that we use live as well. That's one thing that having the click track helps, is that we can have all the samples from the record playing as we're playing live, and it makes for a lot more full sound, and it also keeps us from having to get a keyboard player in our band, because we tried out one guy and that was enough. We have a mixer in here that I have about 3 or 4 different things. I have guitars. Actually, I play with the pre-recorded guitars from the album, so it sounds way better than the guys live, because if they fuck it up, well, I can't tell because I'm playing to clean guitars, the ones that aren't fucked up. So it's got that, it's got the kick trigger, any drums that I have plugged into it, and then the keyboard samples go to the front of house. So it's really cool that way. I like it, but I get to play these cool things. I look pretty awesome. I mean, why would you not want to look like this when you're playing live in front of, a club crowd of like 70 people when they're just going, yeah! Cool? Oh yeah.